Hi there, and welcome to She Spice. You know, it's wild, the way that Diddy appears to have his hands in basically every industry out there. I mean, his impact appears to extend all over, and those scandalous Diddy parties are essentially the stuff of legend. You've heard the tales. I'm certain every one of the insane tricks and wild happenings that probably go down at those social occasions. And it's not simply prattle insiders from a wide range of businesses have been venturing forward to let the cat out of the bag on what truly occurs. Yet get this, it's not only the music and rap swarm that has got a remark about Diddy hoedowns. Even the troublemakers from the boxing scene are obviously prepared to open up. Definitely names like Mike Tyson are drifting around, alluding to why dark fighters may be having an uncomfortable outlook on these gatherings, and it's not Tyson. Diddy's close buddy, 50 Cent, is evidently equipped to share his considerations too. You realize those two have had their reasonable portion of hamburger, particularly since that entire claim failed. It resembles any place Diddy's name comes up. You can wager 50 pennies, not too far off, and be prepared to rock the boat much more. So what's going on with these gatherings? Exactly the way that insane are they? Actually, we should make the plunge. That is the reason I won't be attending them. Puffy gatherings. They embrace you from the front and the back. So as awful news keeps on following Diddy, so does critique from 50 Cent. The man can't avoid adding his feedback at whatever point Diddy's in the news. This time, everything revolves around another claim hitting Diddy politeness of maker Lil Bar, who is effectively engaged with Puff. Daddy's most recent LP, The Affection Collection Off the Matrix, as of late sued his partner for $30 million and blamed him for sex provocation, tranquilizing him, ladies undermining him, and a few different demonstrations. One of the most peculiar cases was that he had to work in the magnate's restroom while he showered exposed. The claim is extremely dim, folks. However, we'll get into that very soon, so keep things under control. Now, after hearing about the claim, he chooses to have a great time with it. He bounces on Instagram, drops a now-erased post, and tosses in certain jokes just in case. Shash T, I'm on the floor dead. Someone resurrect me. He composes close by a screen capture of the article enumerating the LW suit, yet he doesn't stop there. He takes it up a notch by posting photographs of Diddy cozying up with Rick Ross, making it appear as though they're going to lock lips, and obviously he has a clever subtitle to oblige it. Perhaps this is an unfortunate mix-up. He dreams, I don't hit up the man's gatherings. This is simply not my sort of energy. Now, this entire adventure isn't a precisely new area for 50 Cent. He's been getting down on Diddy for a really long time, tossing shade left and right and, surprisingly, scrutinizing Diddy's SE inclination. Recollect that notorious story he told about Diddy apparently attempting to take him shopping back in 2003 at Chris Lighty's wedding. Diddy tossed out the proposal to take 50 cents on a shopping binge. Currently, I remember 50i was at that point a carefully prepared industry player by then, hitting 28 years of age, and just about 10 years into the game. He wasn't having any of Diddy's propositions, as would be natural for 50. He reviews. The second time he expressed something to me, one time at Chris Lighty's wedding, he let me know he needed to take me shopping. I saw him say, "What did you say?" "Let me move before I do something." "You will make me up at the wedding." He let me know he was taking me shopping. I saw him like, what you say?" "Let me move, man. Before I do something, you are going to make me mess up." The wedding concerning Mike Tyson, the heavyweight champ himself, has been around Diddy since way back before Diddy was even Diddy. In a new talk on the PBD digital broadcast, Tyson spilled a few teas about his set of experiences with the rap tycoon when he got some information about Tyson's viewpoint on Diddy and any connections he had with the rapper preceding Diddy's ascent to distinction. Tyson professed to have known him for quite a while, as would be natural for him. "I knew him before he was Diddy, and for quite a while, when I previously became champ, I knew him. I recollect that he used to have containers when he's at my get-togethers and stuff, likewise, when they were tossing parties." Tyson said, "I knew for quite a while, when I originally became champ. I knew him. I recall him. He used to have cartons when I used to host my after-gatherings and stuff gracious when they were tossing parties." Currently, here's where it gets fascinating. Tyson's been around briefly, so individuals are beginning to contemplate whether he's seen some stuff go down at those Diddy parties that perhaps wasn't precisely PG evaluated. Could that be the reason they're not as close as they used to be? Nevertheless, Tyson's, by all accounts, not the only fighter who's had a sample of the Diddy party scene. Enter a multi-champion fighter, Eric Kelly, who wound up on the list of people to attend one of Diddy's scandalous parties. Eric's greeting drove him to a pajama party, and we should say he missed the reminder on the clothing regulation picture of Eric appearing in a sharp suit while Diddy's chilling in his peaches. Eric said, "I showed up in my suit and sat on a white ostrich calfskin lounge chair hanging tight for Diddy. Then he left in his nightgown, and we watched a Celtics intensity game together." At the time, individuals were asking why developed men were tossing pajama parties for one another. Well, with the new claim twirling around, things are beginning to check out. Puma rightly spilled that Diddy frequently tosses gay gatherings welcoming young fellows in the business who are exposed to an in return for commitments of cash and distinction. Panther featured a particular occurrence where a female false legal counselor coincidentally found a youthful craftsman performing unequivocal follow-up on Diddy in his office. When she strolled in, the entryway wasn't locked, so she didn't mull over strolling in, and when she strolled in, she saw, Christopher Williams performing for On Pop in her meeting. Panther guaranteed that these gay gatherings likewise saw the cooperation of other male individuals from the Hollywood world class participating in different sex exercises. Diddy himself has transparently conceded to acquainting specialists, like attendant with a grown-up way of life when they were still minors, and who can forget when Diddy welcomed Fabulous to one of these gatherings? Fabulous later uncovered that the all-male get-together was so accused of sensual energy that he needed to concoct a rationalization about going to the washroom just to evade seeing Puma Ree's disclosures about Diddy, unfurl progressively, have fans conjecturing that there may be truth to the vast majority of the allegations against Diddy. An upsetting story adds one more layer to the debates encompassing him. Currently, we should make a plunge into the actual claim. Among the clothing rundown of allegations is Diddy purportedly furnishing Jones with organizing experiences with sex laborers and constraining him into partaking in some genuinely undesirable room exercises with these specialists, as well as with others, and on the off chance that that is adequately. Not to make your jaw hit the floor, get this, Diddy evidently presented spiked beverages to clueless visitors at his chick gatherings. As per the claim, there are even screen captures as far as anyone knows, showing social affairs at Diddy's digs that included underage young ladies and more sex specialists. And get this, a portion of these women supposedly had their beverages messed with at Daddy's course. This legitimate sensation likewise got down to a few different names, like Diddy's right hand lady, Christina Quorum General Music Gathering President Sir Lucian Gra, and previous in-town record chief Ethiopia Hab Mariam. They're undeniably up to speed in this lawful hurricane. Jones says in the claim that Grange Hab to Mariam Town Records, Love Records, and All-Inclusive Music Gathering actually cooperate with Brush's and ARICO endeavor that neglected to enough screen caution or direct the activities of Brush's, his child, and his head of staff. ARICO undertaking is any people or gatherings that act together to disregard the Mobster Impacted and Degenerate Associations Act. And get this, Jones isn't only searching for a token punishment here. He's reaching skyward looking for a cool $30 million in penalties. Yet a lawyer for Brush's is hammering Jones' claims as unadulterated fiction, directly up-calling them out as a modest ploy to get titles. We have overpowering, unquestionable proof that his cases are finished, and our endeavors to impart this proof to Mr. Jones' lawyer Tyrone Blackburn have been overlooked as Mr. Blackburn won't call us back. The lawyer Sean Hawley said in a proclamation that we will address these freakish charges in court and make all proper moves against the people who make them currently. As per Jan's claim, he guarantees that back in August 2022, Diddy himself contacted him to deliver a few tunes for the R&B collection. The Affection collection off the network wound up catching a Grammy designation after its delivery in September 2023. Yet here's the kicker. Jones says his life experienced a plunge after he consented to work with Diddy. Jones asserts that Combs Seeks pestered him and helped him while he resided with him at Combs homes in Florida, Los Angeles, and New York, as well as on a yacht Brush's leased in the U.S. Virgin Islands. The battering included consistent, spontaneous, and unapproved grabbing and contacting of his. As per the claim, Jones says he had to work in Combs' washroom as Combs showered bare in a glass nook when he attempted to raise the alert about Diddy's way of behaving to Christina Quorum. Diddy's right-hand lady Jones claims she dismissed it as cordial joking around, expressing that those acts were Mr. Combs' approach to showing that he prefers you. The claim blames Quorum for supporting and abetting Combs' say of Jones, and for working with Combs to GW him into tolerating a homo relationship. Subscribe She Spice for more videos.